Hey everyone, I'm pro photographer Ian Plant.
And I'm professional photographer Joseph Roybal.
And we are going to give you a landscape photographer's perspective on comfortable car camping. So if you want to learn some pro tips, stay tuned. Hey everyone, Joseph and I are coming to you from beautiful Death Valley National Park. We have been out here camping for the better part of a week. And as you can see, not only are we completely comfortable, we're also completely clean. So I'm going to tell you the secret to that in this video. So when you're doing landscape photography, the key thing you want to maintain is flexibility, because often you are chasing the light. It's not often that you're just setting up a base camp and working an area for a long period of time, though sometimes you might do that. Usually what's happening is you're looking at the weather forecast on a daily basis, and sometimes you are uprooting your campsite and moving on to somewhere else to get better chances for great light at sunrise or sunset. And a lot of times you might just be driving, chasing that weather, you pull up at a spot, you run out, you do your sunset photography, you come back to your car, and you set up camp right there. And sometimes you might be there in the morning. Other times you might be getting up early, breaking camp and driving to the next location. So you want to make sure to maintain maximum flexibility so you're always in the right place at the right time. And even though you want to be comfortable when you're camping, you want to make sure that you can very quickly set up or break down camp just in case you have to. So there are basically several different options in terms of sleeping. So one thing you could do is just bring a tent with you, and you can set it up and you can sleep in the tent. And that's certainly pretty easy and relatively inexpensive. But it also adds extra time to your setup and your breakdown, and sleeping on the ground in a tent isn't always the most comfortable thing. So instead of that, I opt to actually sleep in my car. So you can see here that I've got this nice 4-inch foam mattress, and I'm going to include links in the description of this video to all of the products that we're showing here. So if you want to check these out for yourself, you can do so. So I've got this really comfortable mattress, and basically I've got it set up on one side of my car. Now this works if you've got a car that's big enough and that has fold down seats that fold down flat. It's really comfortable, and the advantage of sleeping in the car is there's no setup involved at all. Usually all I have to do is maybe rearrange a little bit of my gear and put some stuff up in the front seats to make more room for myself in the back. But beyond that, I have no setup or takedown time. I can literally pull into a spot and just be in bed, ready to go to sleep within 5 minutes. And that's really great. It helps maintain maximum flexibility. The other advantage to sleeping in the vehicle is that I'm protected from the elements. It's a lot warmer in the vehicle. The vehicle is well insulated. It gives you some soundproofing as well, just in case there's something noisy going on outside, other campers having a party, or maybe some night owl that decides to set up right next to your camp and hoot all night. It's a little bit quieter inside the car. And if it is raining or windy, there is no better place to be than inside the car. So it's really great. The downside of sleeping in the car is I've got a little less room for my gear. So the solution to that is I use a roof box, and that allows me to put up all of my camping gear and any extra gear I might bring. Like a lot of times I'll bring backpacking gear with me just in case I decide to go into the wilderness. I can store that all in the roof box, and that frees up space for me inside the vehicle.
So as Ian has mentioned, we all have our preferences and we all have our ways to kind of bring home away from home. And one of the things that I love when I'm out is having a tent. I've really grown to love the tent upon the car. It gives me off the ground. I have some insulation, a bit of windbreak. So I really like this guy. So these rooftop tents are really fantastic for the smaller vehicles that don't allow you to spread out inside. They go up on your roof rack on the rails, and they just pop on and you're ready to go. One thing that I do recommend though on these tents is if you go the all aluminum enclosure route. They are a little more costly, however they are a lot quicker, they are a lot more robust and secure, and they are also they keep you safer in the elements, and they're so much faster. You just do a couple latches and they pop up. And this particular one is the Alu-Cab. Really a comfortable thing to have when you're off camping.
Another thing that I do is when I'm camping, I keep this back seat area open. And so sometimes I might have to take some gear that I've stored there and put it in front. So that just takes like, 10 or 15 seconds, no big deal. If I don't have that much gear with me, I could just keep this spot open. So the advantage of keeping this seat open is that if there's inclement weather and I need to get out of it, let's say it's raining or something like that, I can come and sit here, and it's like a mini lounge for me. When I'm getting in and out of the car, when I'm sleeping, it's a space where I can take off my boots easily and rearrange things before I crawl into the mattress to sleep. Also, I've set up this little thing that I bought on Amazon, and this is a mobile workstation. It just hangs over the front seat, or you can hang it over your steering wheel, and you can use this to eat, or I can put my computer here and I can actually work. I can process images when I have some downtime and things like that. So this creates this comfortable workstation slash lounge that's a great place to get out of the weather or the wind or the cold and come in here and have a comfortable space to work or to eat or to just relax and enjoy myself. Probably the biggest impediment to comfortable car camping is keeping yourself clean and having a comfortable space for your bathroom activities. And that's a problem that I've solved in two ways. So first of all, I have an on-demand hot water shower. This is something that connects to propane. So it's just a very quick connect to a propane bottle. And there's a pump that connects to my water bottle. And then all I got to do is flip a switch on the shower head to turn this on. And within 3 or 4 seconds, I've got hot water. I've got a hot shower. I can adjust the pressure. I can adjust the temperature. It's really great. After a few days of camping, you can get pretty grimy and dirty, and it makes you miserable. It's amazing how much better you feel after a hot shower. So you can tell I just had one. I look very clean, and it was amazing. So over here, I've got this pop-up shower tent. So the whole thing takes me about 5 minutes to set up. And so this is something I set up maybe in the middle of the day when I've got some free time. Not the kind of thing that I'm going to set up in the evening and then take down in the morning if I'm trying to maintain flexibility. So this is just something that I set up when I've got enough time to get it up, take a shower, and then take it back down. So I bring this folding plastic toilet with me so that when nature calls, I've got a comfortable space to do my business. And with the tent, then I can have some privacy as well. So I can pretty much go anywhere I want. You can either dig a hole and do it that way, the old-fashioned way. I also bring along with me these little chemical bags. So you do your business in the bag, you throw in the chemicals, and that will degrade the waste that you've created, and you can just seal it up, and then you can just throw it out in the garbage. That's what they're designed to do. So those are great for places where you have leave no trace, no waste left behind policies. And of course, always a good idea to have a shovel with you if you're doing any 4x4ing. Great to dig yourself out if you have any problems, but it's useful if you want to dig a hole for your toilet.
I find an awning to be really, really important. Just giving shade, being able to get out and away from the sun. You know, like when we're out here like this a week long, it is so great to get out of the sun and out of the elements when you need. I also have a refrigerator in the car, which runs off of my dual battery setup, and having no ice issues is fantastic. Being able to keep our ham cold. I've got my beer in there, it's cold, always, you know. So anyway, really important for that. Also, moving over, you know, having a nice little stove, kind of a cooking setup like this. I really love having that ability to be able to just pull this out of the car, have this right here, cook, hot water, whatever we need to do, boom, done. Everything is really simple and streamlined and clean for just maintenance.
One way to extend keeping clean is to bring along some biodegradable soaps. You can use these when you're doing your hot shower. I also like to have this no rinse body wash. It's a great way just cleaning up your hands really quickly after you're out hiking around. Probably the best $5 I've ever spent was on this little pesticide sprayer. And what I do is I fill it up with water and just give it a few pumps. And then you've got a spray of water. You can use it to clean up your hands, your face, your hair. After you get done with a long hike and you're all sweaty, it's nice just to be able to quickly refresh yourself. It's great for just rinsing off dishes when you're in camp and things like that. So I always keep this handy and I keep it full of water, and it's just really great to be able to rinse off. You can even do a full body shower with something like this. I painted this black, and you can use it as a solar shower. This holds a half gallon, and if you're sparing with it, you can actually get yourself completely clean. I call this my poor man shower. So it's a backup just in case I have any problems with the hot shower or I decide not to bring it along with me. You can do a lot of things with this little pesticide sprayer. Definitely recommend it. Best $5 you'll ever spend.
And so for cooking, I also have this swing arm here that is primarily set up to get the spare tire out from underneath the car, so it's easy access. And then as this swings open, I have a whole cooking setup. So it's really, really convenient to be able to just open this up, drop the gate, have a platform here to cook and clean on, and whatever we need to do, just works really, really well. And then the swing arm here, it connects right into the trailer hitch. So it's super, super secure and, rigid, helps if you need to get pulled out. It's an access point as well. Right here, as you can see, I've got a shackle. It's really just kind of like an all-in-one for your cooking, your recovery, your spare wheel and tire right there. Really, really nice.
Another critical thing when you're car camping is power. If you're driving around, you can use the car to charge up your devices. But if you're camping in one place for a while and you need to recharge your batteries, then having a power bank is a good idea. So what I use is this big DroneMax 360 power bank. It's got a lot of juice. It'll keep my camera and accessories charged for a long period of time. This is really designed for drone batteries, so I can charge up a battery 3 or 4 times, or charge my 3 batteries at least once, maybe twice with this DroneMax 360. And so that really extends my flying time. But it's also useful for any other power needs that you have. And it has a lot of power. There's other power banks that are out there. Sometimes I'll carry an accessory power bank along with this, and that gives me enough power to keep going for several days or maybe even weeks, depending on my power needs.
Also, being out and in comfort requires something to sit on. And I find these foldable camping chairs to be absolutely just ideal.
So Joseph has got this fold down table with a swing arm, and it's really great when we're cooking and eating. If you don't have one of these, you can get a folding table, like a camp table, but that's a little bit extra time to set up and to take down. One thing you can use in a pinch that works really great, you're probably already storing your gear in a plastic gearbox. Well, these plastic gearboxes also make great little tables.
And there you have it, folks. These are our favorite tips to comfortable car camping.
And just remember, with landscape photography, you want to maintain maximum flexibility so that you're always in the right place at the right time to get the shots that you want. But even with that in mind, it's easy to bring creature comforts into your camping setup and to make sure that you're well rested and, most importantly, completely clean. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Here are a few more great videos that I think you'll enjoy and learn a lot from. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and get notified by ringing that bell so that you always know when we drop our next helpful video.